Well, good evening. Thanks again for tuning in to the Institute of Indigenous Learning's always an entertaining video channel. Today is our Halloween special episode, and we've got guests. We've got Jamie, Skylar, and Natalie with us. And so we're going to have a little discussion about share some stories from Halloween's past, Halloween's this year, and kind of go from there. Just an opening question to start off. What's everyone's background or Halloween costume you've got going on today? Start with you, Natalie.
So I was super creative and came up with the Nightmare Before Christmas. So I'm Sally. It's actually my favorite animated Christmas and Halloween movie. So that's who I am.
Thank you. Jamie, what about you?
So I got the Nightmare Before Christmas little balloons here. This is like part of it matches with my little headband thingy here. I don't know if you can see them very well. I got little skeletons on top of there. It's also one of my favorite movies. We watch it quite often.
Fair enough. And Skylar, how about you?
Unfortunately, I don't have a costume, so I'm like kind of stuck just being myself.
Oh, is that terrifying or what?
I'll use my height as my costume.
No.
Yeah. How tall are you?
I'm 6'5".
Yeah, Skylar's tall.
Skylar has the ability to reach the stuff off the top shelf if you ever need that help.
Yep, I got hired.
Exactly.
Fair enough. And I'm.
What about you, Brian? Who are you?
I dressed as Malcolm Reynolds from Firefly. Brown coats forever. So one thing I heard you guys both say that Nightmare Before Christmas, it's a Halloween movie and a Christmas movie. I don't think it can be both. Like, I think it's clearly a Christmas movie.
No, I think you're wrong there, Brian. It is definitely both.
The beginning song is "This is Halloween."
Right? This is skeleton. The skeleton is the main character in the movie. It's like the music's by Danny Elfman, and he's done wasn't he like Beetlejuice and he's done a lot of of the scarier kind of movies, so it's definitely Halloween. I mean, and the Santa Claus is in there, so it's Christmas. It can be both. It is both.
A question for you. What's the movie called?
The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Brian, why you gotta be coming at me with logic today? Come on.
I thought it was a Christmas movie.
See, there's another vote that says Christmas.
Yeah. Never thought of it as a Halloween movie.
And really, the most memorable song is clearly, what's this? What's this? There's magic in the air. What's this? What's this? I can't believe my eyes. So clearly it's a Christmas movie.
Okay, but have you ever seen it air at Christmas?
No, because there's lots more better Christmas movies than Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay, so Brian's on fire today with It is, I would say Halloween, and it's the best soundtrack. I absolutely love the soundtrack for The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Catch myself humming the "This is Halloween" one while I'm doing dishes or something.
Yeah, right?
Has anybody watched it yet this year?
Yes, while I'm doing dishes or something.
I watch it all the time.
Yeah.
I watch it all the time. I love it.
I watched it on the weekend. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
And you would say it's a Halloween film, right? You watched it because it's close to Halloween. You're like, hey, this is a perfect movie to watch during this time of the year.
You know what? You've got a good point, Natalie. I did watch it, and then Charlie Brown's Great Pumpkin. So it's probably a Halloween movie.
Yep. So point to Natalie.
So for the fans watching at home, make sure you mark down Natalie 1 point. It's kind of gets a good half point for his, throw in there as well, calling it Christmas. So.
Yeah, it's a Christmas movie.
My daughter's really upset. She's not getting my full attention at the moment. Aww.
Oh, poor thing.
Her wrath will be very terrifying later.
Just in time for Halloween, Jamie.
Mhm.
What candy is everybody looking forward to this weekend?
Coffee crisp and O. Henry.
Oh, I love Coffee Crisp.
Mm-hmm.
I do too, actually.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Coffee crisp is pretty good.
You know which one I really like though is Mr. Big.
Mm.
The wafer on the inside, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like the O. Henry. I believe the O. Henry is superior to Mr. Big.
Ooh, I don't know.
No, just silence. Like, no.
What we should have had samples of candy so we could try them and eat them and say, which ones are good. But
yeah, I mean, like those are always great to get. Like those are always great to get in your treat bag, right? Where chocolate bars, and then like Brian was saying earlier, the full size ones, like you scored big.
Yeah, you get the full size.
Yeah. It was like, and then you tell all your friends, you'd walk down the street and you'd be like, go to that house on the corner because they're nice chocolate bars or cans of pop. That was the other big deal.
Yeah.
Like cans of pop, right?
You always love getting like a case of pop that you were carrying in your pillowcase. Like
we would always go home and like switch pillowcases, right? So, I mean, that worked out. And then they started giving out Kool-Aid jammers, like because when my kids were going, they come home with Kool-Aid jammers.
My mom always gives out Kool-Aid jammers.
I love Kool-Aid jammers. Actually, those are awesome.
What I liked about Kool-Aid jammers were they were also a quick thing while you were out trick-or-treating that you could get some sugar hit quick if you need, like you take the straw and just okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
Do more.
like did you have to have your parents check your candy before you ate it?
I did for a while, and then when I got older, I probably could check my own. And how about you? Do you still check your kids' candy, Jamie?
I do, but most of the time I find it's more for myself to pick what I want. No, but I don't allow them to eat things like some people will cook their like cookies or something and they'll hand out like muffins and I'm like, no, like I'm not feeding you something somebody cooked. I don't know why. It's just since like I find that like I don't know who you are. I don't know if your kitchen's clean. I don't know if your hands are washed. I don't know what ingredients you've used. No, that's just tossed.
Yeah, true.
Especially
feels rude, but
COVID, right? Like COVID's changing.
Yeah, COVID especially.
Yeah. Like I don't honestly know if I'm gonna hand out candy this year. Like I don't want to be that person on the street that has her lights out and everything, but at the same time I'm like, oh, I don't know, like we weren't allowed to be together on Thanksgiving and I don't know. I don't want my house TP'd though. or egged or
Luckily my neighborhood they know that I have kids, so they suspect that I'm out anyway, so nobody ever walks up. At least that I know of. I did one year leave a bowl of candy on the porch, and I had heard that some kid just came and took most of it.
That's what I would do. In one shot, done.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, go straight home after.
Funny, you're saying you check your kid. When you check your kid's candy, I know I always help my friends' kids sort their candy, and peanut butter cups always failed. I'm like, oh, these ones are bad. These have like you can't have them. They've got peanuts in them. You can't have them. I actually love peanut butter cups, so I was like, I had to walk around with you. There's some. This is called a tax. I get 10% of what you.
That's a fair deal. I think that's fair. Like I love licorice, like Twizzlers, so I would always take that out of my kids' bags and just like I'd go crazy eating the Twizzlers. And then leave those little, those molasses candies, like I think they're molasses, they're in like the orange and black wrappers. And they're either super soft or super hard.
Oh, is that the Tootsie Rolls?
No, I actually like Tootsie Rolls. No, they're like, I don't know who makes them, but they're terrible. They're always the last thing in the bag, always. So it's the last piece of candy at the bottom of anyone's bag because no one wants to eat it. And I can't believe they still make them.
It's a classic, Natalie.
They will actually remove any of your dental work. So if you have like fillings or anything and you want those gone, just chew on those because it'll rip them right out of your mouth. But
I often thought the Dental Association of America probably is the ones who still makes those candy.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's still like I can't believe they still make them. Nobody likes them. I haven't heard anyone say I like those. So
Yeah.
There's somebody at my door. I'll be right back if that's okay.
Yeah, just
trick or
It's
treaters.
probably a random child in the neighborhood.
Give them some candy, Jamie.
They're probably trick or treating right now.
I mean, it's kind of smart to do. I was actually surprised, like how many people were in the costume place yesterday. Like, obviously, people have big plans for Halloween because it was packed.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, like it was really crowded. Zero social distancing going on, but hey, right?
They were wearing masks.
Yeah, you got a mask on, right?
Everyone had masks on. It was all good.
And not be regulation, but
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like maybe I'll just not do anything, but maybe I'll just have a dance party at home by myself, put some Thriller on, eat some candy.
She was a child.
And then like I'll definitely watch scary movies because that's my favorite thing to do on Halloween is watch scary movies.
What's your go-to scary
yeah.
movie?
Halloween, the original, John Carpenter's original Halloween. That's
Kind of the newer ones by Rob Zombie.
They're pretty good, actually. I enjoyed it. I was really hesitant to watch it because I don't like remakes normally, but I really enjoyed it.
He did them pretty well.
Yeah, he did.
I thought so too. Yeah, they were good.
And there's something about like William Shatner bleached masks that is absolutely terrifying. Like I just find it so scary. What about you, Brian? What's your movie?
I don't really like the horror, like the scary horror movies. Like I think Halloween, like you said, is probably one I'd go to. Like what do I need to watch? Carrie. I actually enjoyed Carrie, like the original Carrie.
Mm-hmm. Sissy Spacek, yeah.
Yep.
What about you, Skylar? What's your movie?
I actually love horror movies. Yeah. I think my favorite one is Dawn of the Dead.
Ooh.
The 2005 one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love zombie movies.
Yeah, zombie movies are good too.
Mm-hmm.
I
love that one, the comedy one. I forget what it was called when the guy meets up with the one guy and then the two girls. Zombieland. Yeah, those two. I like those ones.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
funny.
Yeah, that was a funny one.
Yeah.
I like those ones.
I haven't seen the second one yet, though. I need to watch that one.
Does anybody remember any of the rules from Zombieland?
Double tap.
Double tap. Yeah. Cardio.
Mm.
So you can outrun the zombies.
Yeah.
You gotta
No
check
public bathrooms.
the public bathrooms. You gotta check the back.
I think that's what it was.
Check the back seat. Yeah.
Mm.
Those are really good rules, actually.
I don't remember any of them. Literally, like there was like so many. I remember Googling them once to see if I could find the whole list of it. We used to, me and my oldest daughter's father there, we would plan zombie apocalypse stuff, and like we would be like walking. We stayed in Hamilton for a little bit. We would walk downtown and we'd like plan what we would do in that area. Like there was a fence and stuff, like and an alleyway, and we were just like communicating about what we would do and how we would get over there and what we would use to defend ourselves. I'm always planning, and when I was younger, I always wanted to do that thing, you know, where people like gather water in like a storage space where like they can like a bunker type of thing. I used to be into that for like all based on zombie movies.
I think like Walmart would be like the best spot.
A Walmart?
You got like food, you got clothes.
Would you realize how high of a target that would be? Everybody would go
Yeah,
there.
that'd be like a hot spot though.
Oh yeah. And this would be a really big area because it's like the biggest freshwater area in most of Canada.
Well, you know what?
That's my question.
I was just thinking of like The Walking Dead, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know how like you just can't like live comfortably during a zombie apocalypse. But why hasn't anyone got on a boat and just went and like just anchored in the middle of a lake or something?
then you gotta get onto land somehow and salvage for supplies eventually. Like that one movie, I forget what it is. It's on Netflix, and the guy, he ends up turning into a zombie. He takes the baby with him on his back and some younger kid. I forget what that's called.
I've seen it though.
Yeah. It's a good one, and that's what happened to them. The baby, the father, the mother ended up dying because they did that. They were on a boat and they had to go ashore to get supplies, and they both end up dying because of it. Anyway, it's a good one.
Well, there goes my theory then. I thought I'm gonna make it through this. I'm just gonna get on a boat.
The problem with being on a boat is other people on boats want your stuff. Much like a pirate. They have pirates and zombies.
I don't know. Do you think there's gonna be a lot of pirates in Lake Erie though?
Depends on how good your boat is.
For sure.
I'll just have a little dinghy.
A little what?
A little dinghy?
What's a dinghy? Like
It's a little boat.
Oh.
I've just aged myself, I think.
Oh, good. The kid's laughing now because there's another kid here. So the one that was crying and upset because I wasn't giving her my attention is now happy.
You guys are being a mom, eh? You know what I've been doing is like binge watching Friday the 13th. Like I've been watching those. I just finished the other night, Jason Takes Manhattan, which is hands down the worst movie ever. It was terrible. I was so disappointed. Yeah, it was just terrible. I mean, I think they just spent all the money on like the location, which was New York, but it wasn't entirely in New York. Most of it was on a boat, actually.
Some are pretty bad.
Yeah, but I love the first couple are pretty good, right? The same as Halloween, but then they continue those franchises and they get like the movies just increasingly get worse.
Yeah.
So,
Jason in space.
Yeah.
Was on the spaceship.
Yeah, I saw that one. And then wasn't there like a Jason versus
Freddy?
Was it Michael or Freddy? Yeah.
Freddy Krueger, yeah.
So plot lines like intersected. I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty
like
cool.
the Alien and the Predator movies, you know how they kind of like, which Predator is probably one of my favorite movies. I don't think it's a Halloween movie, but I'd put it up where they're being like horror-ish kind of movie. So
yeah,
as a Halloween movie.
Yeah, I think the first one is the best one.
Who would win, Jason versus Mike Myers?
Who would win?
Yeah.
Oh, I think Jason.
Michael Myers.
I'm gonna say Michael Myers. I'm going with Michael Myers.
I'm gonna say Jason.
Pardon?
I just think like Michael Myers doesn't have to run. He just walks and he still gets you. Like he still finds you. I guess Jason does too.
Yeah, they both walk.
They never run. I just seen a meme about that.
Yeah,
Something running in masks because of COVID. That's why they don't run. Have you ever tried to run in a mask lately? Anyway, that was just a meme.
It's so funny.
I need to find my phone because the parent of the child that is here is texting me and I can't. Well, I guess
No, you can't do it. Don't touch it.
Close this.
Don't touch it. You know what else I really like is the Evil Dead movies. Remember those with Bruce Campbell?
Oh yeah.
Please tell me you saw it, Brian.
Oh yeah, I've seen Evil Dead with the.
Those are good. Like those are good movies. Like they're horribly good. Like they're so bad you gotta love them. Like they're cult classics, right?
Yeah.
Then a few years ago, I saw Evil Dead the musical. The greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. It was amazing. Like I love Broadway, so like it was totally amazing. And like I paid extra to sit in the splash zone. And they tell you to wear a white t-shirt and clothes that you don't care if they get ruined, because what they do is actually splash like theater blood on you.
Really?
And it like came down from the pipes above me, and I was totally like soaked in like fake blood, and no cab driver
That
in
is so
Toronto would pick me up. So I had to walk all the way back to my hotel, which took me like 45 minutes in the cold. But it was awesome. I loved it. It was the best experience ever. And then the hotel made me take the service elevator up to my room because they didn't want me
Oh,
people to see me walking covered in blood through their hotel lobby.
Cops called on you.
Yeah, but it was great. That was like one of the best moments of my life. It was so much fun.
that reminded me of that book. I think it's In a Brave New World. Is that or what it is? Or is it some movie? Maybe I mix things up a lot in my head. Oh no, go away. There's somebody calling me. One of the students just called me. Sorry. I just hung up on him. Now I feel bad. Anyway, the movie was when you held something and like you could smell and see and feel everything that they were doing in the movie.
Yeah.
I don't remember what that's from though. It's just a memory that you just triggered with talking about the fake blood coming from the. Anyway, I think I made it weird.
What was your
Oh,
favorite
no.
memory growing up in Halloween?
Favorite what?
Favorite
Sorry.
memory?
Favorite memory for Halloween. I was Queen Amidala from Star Wars 3 years in a row. Oh no, sorry, 2 years in a row, and then the other year was Princess Leia. Yeah, it was good times. That was a good memory. My neighbor used to he was a really old man and really old lady. They used to give my mom a lot of like Christmas decorations, Halloween decorations, all their old stuff. Like we would just get it. And he used to take photos of us every year. Me and my brother, we would dress up and he'd be like, "Oh, you guys look so cute." He'd give us real cool packages he'd make just for us. And, yeah, that was my favorite memory. My neighbors were pretty cool. Yeah. And then, yeah, Halloween decorations.
Oh.
Crickets. We need crickets in the background.
I'm thinking too, right? Because
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something.
honestly so long ago, but I remember when I was younger and I was trick-or-treating and someone in the town that I lived actually had a hearse. Like he had a hearse and he painted it and had all those like cool, paintings on it. And he had a big ghetto blaster on top and he was driving around town playing like Thriller. So like that was cool. That was so cool. Yeah, I'm like, and where do you buy that? Like, do they sell hearses anymore? Like, can you actually go out and buy one? I mean, that was pretty cool. I remember that, and it was also the very first year that I got to go trick-or-treating without my siblings, so I got to go with my friends.
Yeah. I think for me, when I was like 10 or 12, maybe, and I was living on the res, and it's just like every kid was out Halloween night. Every kid was dressed up, running around, walking around. And I think like that's the last time I ever went out, like with my friends. And after that, just kind of like died out, less and less people over time. So I think that was the last Halloween that I had where I had like that much fun. Then like, times change, people don't go out as much. It was like, yeah.
What about you, Brian?
I think a lot of the Halloweens I can think of are like times I took like either my friends' kids out or I was thinking about the last time I took my little brothers out. So I think it was like I'd come back from college and it's Halloween. I didn't have a costume and it was during the NHL lockout or strike or whatever it was. So I quickly took a cardboard piece of paper, like a piece of cardboard, and wrote like "We'll play for candy" on one side and put on the other side like "Out of work millionaire, please give me candy." And then I threw on a Maple Leaf jersey because I'm a Leafs fan, and the amount of harassment I got for like being a Leaf fan, walking around with like "We'll play for candy," like yeah, they don't play for money, maybe they'll play for candy and stuff like that. But my brothers were probably about 12 at that point, so it's kind of the last time I took them out. But I think we hit the entire city and got like 40 cans of pop and like I kept saying like we gotta keep going, we gotta get more and more candy. So we had like I think they each had 2 pillowcases full of stuff. So
That's awesome. I love that. Like it always was great to come home with your haul, and see what you got. And I don't know about you, but like an apple and you'd be like, oh God, an apple. But what is it about apples on Halloween that make them taste better? Like I always thought the apples in the bag tasted like amazing.
I don't remember getting apple on Halloween ever. I remember making candy apples.
Apples.
I got a toothbrush one year. It was awful. I just had a random memory too off of what Skylar said. My last year going trick-or-treating, we were on the reserve. It was my friend's older sister was driving us around. We ended up getting stuck in the ditch. So we were trying to push, and I don't know if it had been raining or what it was, but I was in the middle of the van, and then my friend was on one side and my other friend was on the other side. And we ended up, like, she spun the wheel out. My friend ended up getting covered from head to toe in mud. And I was like, oh my God, I'm sorry, man. Like, I was like that close to being me. Oh, that was our last year going out. It was pretty fun. Sorry.
And Skylar, you're from up north, right?
Yeah.
Like, did you ever have to worry about like bears and stuff when you were trick-or-treating?
I don't think so.
No.
I guess when you're a kid, you don't really think about that kind of stuff. Unless you're like a parent or something.
Yeah.
Well, I think you would get like the res dog occasionally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be pretty terrifying sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, res dogs doing whatever they want.
We have this one guy on the res, and every Halloween he hands out boxes of craft dinner.
Nice. Did
Yeah.
you? Oh, there's a video I got to show you guys. It's really funny. But this
That
was
is
happening.
sweet. That is sweet.
Yeah.
Cat dinner.
Yeah, every Halloween he hands them out.
That's
Did you hear
brilliant.
that? Did you hear that
Sorry,
loud
David.
bang?
Did you pop your
No.
balloon?
Pardon?
Did you pop your balloon?
No. There was I have one of those bars that you hang in the middle of the doorway and you do like pull-ups.
Oh,
So
No,
I think the little boy that's over, he did that. He did I don't know if he pulled on it or what happened, but it ended up falling, and I was like, oh my God. So sorry about that. I just ran away for.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Just ran away randomly, hoping to make sure everybody was okay. I didn't want to just leave you hanging.
So Skylar, did you ever have to sacrifice a piece of candy to a res dog to get away from one?
just threw my apple at him.
those apples come in handy.
Yeah, that's what they're for.
But you were saying Thomas boy, right, Brian? So
Did you grow up there too?
Yeah, I kind of grew up in a small town just outside of.
oh, okay.
And,
So you basically could do the whole town, right?
yeah, and because I had a paper route at one point, I knew like half the city's residents too. So like that also helped with getting like extra candy. Even when I had stopped doing the paper route, like people were like, oh yeah, Brian, here you go. And I think one of my favorite memories that I think about was it was a year that like it was just raining like miserably bad on Halloween. And so my mom took me to the Elgin Mall, and we went trick-or-treating there, and like the stores would give like all the stores had candy, or like I know the one toy shop would let you take like any one little toy out of the front bin that was like they're probably only like a 25-cent toy, but it was kind of cool. Like, oh, I get to pick any free toy. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's cool too. I think, and maybe they'll do something like that this year for kids, because like I feel bad for those that are living in those, like, what do you call it, the areas where there's really high COVID cases, right? And I think they said
my daughter's family lives up there, so her aunt and her cousins are in Peel, and yeah, they're not allowed to go out at all. And she's like, "Oh, it doesn't sound good at all because they're not advised to go out whatsoever for Halloween."
Yeah, I know.
I feel
It's
really bad for these kids because they really like it.
It is, because it's a really big deal for kids, to go out on Halloween, and even for parents that have little ones, like it's kind of a big deal to get your kid all dressed up and bring them to people's houses and have them say, "Oh, your kid is so cute." Yeah, so like I hope they can figure something out, and I hope that like this is the last COVID Halloween we have. Because I do like going out on Halloween too. Like I like
the atmosphere.
Yeah, it is fun. It is. And like in my town, the community center always like gives away hot dogs and hot chocolate, and I don't know, there's something about hot dogs and hot chocolate on Halloween that is just the best. It just tastes amazing. I mean, they don't go together. Hot dogs and hot chocolate do not go together, but they taste really good, right? So
My reserve usually does a like a Halloween contest, like or not Halloween contest. What are those called? Costume contest. Wow. So we'll get in the community center usually, and they have age ranges. We've only been a couple times. We usually stay in town because there's more options for trick or treating. I kind of feel bad, but what can you do?
Yeah, and even like I haven't done the things I normally do. Like I normally go on a ghost walk somewhere, right? I love doing that, going on ghost walks. And or just like really enjoying fall, right? Like just being out there, like jack-o'-lanterns. My neighbor will carve like 90 jack-o'-lanterns. He has them all out. I'll have to take pictures and show you. I'm sure he's going to do it. But it's like he's totally amazing. So like I really like the atmosphere of Halloween. Like I like that feeling of being out and laughing and seeing kids and all dressed up. Like the one year, literally every little girl was Ilsa from Frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's always cute. I think there'll be a lot of like Pennywise this year, maybe. I think there'll be a lot of Pennywise the clowns. Also a good movie. It was also very good. There's just so many good scary movies out there. Like I wouldn't say they're scary because I don't find that movies are really scary anymore. They're just
Yeah, I think kind of like half action movies later on.
Yeah.
They're really predictable now too, and I found that I really liked it when movies started to kill off main characters, like especially like TV shows, right? Like The Walking Dead, because you expect the main characters to survive because it's like, oh, there's no real stress involved because like, oh, they're a main character, it'll be fine. Yeah. But then when they start dying, it's like, oh, it's interesting. It's actually not that predictable.
Plot twist. Brian gets really upset though about like those main characters being killed off on The Walking Dead.
I'm sorry.
You've been on an emotional journey with them for like numerous years. Like,
yeah,
it's true.
Like I think the worst, the death that like hit me the worst was when no, spoiler alert if anybody hasn't watched like
Anthony, make sure you put that spoiler alert in the YouTube description.
I remember when Beth died. That one, like, like literally, because I was like, you gotta be kidding me! Like we literally just got her back in the group and she died. Like I think that one, I definitely probably shed a tear or two. And just like, why Beth had to die? Yeah. How about you guys? Any Walking Dead deaths really hit you?
Watching Glenn die was like really.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. And right to the end, I'm like, this is not happening. They're not gonna do this. And they did it.
Carl.
Carl. I haven't watched that far up, but I've heard all about it because my kids watch it. So I think there's some screaming in the house at that time. So yeah. But it is like it's a good I like that kind of stuff too, where you don't see it coming at all, right? Like those are the best kind. But then like imagine too, because Jamie was saying like movies are really predictable, and I agree, because when you hear the music, right, and you know something's coming, you're like, oh god. Imagine if you had a scary movie where there's absolutely no like music. I wonder what that would be like, right?
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, it would, right? Like how would you wouldn't know it's coming, and
or like completely mess with the, like, you know how they associate like rain and like fog with like sadness and like mystery. If you totally turn that into something else, you know what I mean? Like changing typical aspects. Like the scary music would turn into like something good happening, and then like really happy music, and all of a sudden somebody's like slaughtered. That'd be
really. So there's a project for us, you guys. We're gonna go and create our own movies that defy all of the scary movie norms, right? Like, that's our goal in life. That's what we're gonna do.
So what would our setting be? Where are we gonna start our movie at?
The back wing of the college.
Think of the happiest place in the world. like a kennel full of little puppies.
Puppies that have 3 eyes.
Mhm.
Or 3 heads like the Harry Potter dog.
That's kind of cool too.
Ever since watching Harry Potter, I always want a pet owl. I don't know why I always think of that every Halloween. I have no idea what it is, but for some reason Halloween reminds me of owls, and I just want an owl. Weird.
No, owls are
Not just
pretty.
any owl, but like a white owl.
Your cat is really cute too, Jamie.
He's needy and fuck. He's always wanting attention.
He's cute.
I'll be just
really
like
cute.
chilling, and he'll just run up on me and just lay on me. I'm just like, oh, okay.
Okay, so
The
what's
kids are
everyone's
watching.
plan for Halloween? What are you gonna do? Anything?
Just meet up with my friends and watch the movie with the kids. We're gonna do. I want to make the Jello, ghosty Jellos. Kind of like, you know, in the restaurant where the square ones, they'll just stand up. I'm hoping
Yeah.
that it'll work with the molds I have. What else are we gonna do? We're gonna dress up and do like an Easter egg type of hunt thing, but with like Halloween candy.
That's smart. That's smart.
I forget where I got it from. Somebody was mentioning something like that. I'm like, that's a great idea. I'm still doing that too. So totally not original idea, by the way. I got it from somebody.
What about you, Skylar?
I'm not sure yet. I mean, I'm still new to London, so I'm probably gonna like try to find something to do.
Oh, I'm sure you can find something to do in London on a Halloween night.
Yeah, so I'll try to find something.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Brian?
Just wander around in a Michael Myers mask. Just wander, walk around slowly wearing it. And then just stare at people as the cars go by, just like watch them go by real slow, just freak people out.
That would be unnerving for sure.
That'd be fun.
What about you, Brian? What kind of trouble are you gonna get up to?
I think I know we kind of did a virtual Halloween party last weekend with some friends and did like kind of a trivia thing through Zoom call and whatnot. So kind of did that last weekend. So this weekend probably just keep low key and, you know, give out some candy or something like that. I was debating last year about giving out full size bags of chips, like getting the 99-cent dollar, like the dollar chips from Walmart, because I only have like a dozen kids come to my house. So I'm like, if I give out full size bags of chips, I could be that cool person. But then also that means I'll have more kids the next year looking for chips, and I don't really know if I want to.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
word gets around, right? Like he gives out full size bags of chips, and then then you're gonna have to start going in your cupboard because you'll run out, and you'll have to hand out whatever's in there, like packets of ramen or
Well, that's how you end up
Maybe.
giving out crap dinner, right? Like,
Kraft dinner. Exactly.
There you go.
I think that college students might appreciate something like that too. Like that's a pretty big score.
Especially those like instant ones with the microwave, because they don't have, I don't think they can have cook stuff in their dorm. So those microwavable KDs, perfect for college kids.
There you go.
what about you, Nat? What are you up to this weekend?
I honestly don't know. Like I always watch Halloween. It's what I always do. And like I'll hand out candy, but I don't know if I'm gonna do it this year. I'm still like, I still don't know. I'll probably put candy out though. And again, like because my kids are all home, so maybe I'll just have a dance party in the house.
A dance party.
Yeah, I got the moves. So
Nice.
Monster Mash and
What kind of Halloween song should we put on Nat's playlist? Like, obviously Thriller.
yep.
On the Exorcist theme song.
Ooh, that is a good one. That one's scary. I like that. Yeah. And the Halloween one scares me the most. Like that music, just like everything about Halloween, that movie scares me. And I remember wanting to watch it so bad, and my dad wouldn't let me watch it. He's like, nope, nightmares. So I went to a friend's house and watched it there. And then when I came home that night, I had a nightmare. I'm like, oh my God, my dad was right.
You want to know what's weird? I had a nightmare after reading the book. I read Hunger Games, a couple of those novels, that Catching Fire one. When they were in the arena, there was a couple of things that the movie left out, and those things actually gave me nightmares. I was just mind blown that book, The Hunger Games, gave me nightmares. That was funny. It was blown away. It was the one part of that. I can't even remember the full differences in the book, but it was the scene where that great big monster was on the other side of the arena in the movie. That thing was in my dream, and then the raining blood, and then the something else. Either way, what kind of novel? Like a teen kind of. It's like a soft kind of movie, right? It just kind of gave me a bad dream.
The imagination is an amazing thing, eh?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like, what is your favorite Halloween song? I think that's a really good question, Brian.
You gotta think the original Ghostbusters song is a pretty.
Wow.
Yeah, I totally forgot about Ghostbusters.
My cat's not fat, by the way. He's fluffy.
I love Ghostbusters. That's such a good movie too. And you know what? Like that ghost. What was that ghost? Slimer.
Oh,
The
the green.
cutest like animated ghost in the world. He was adorable.
And also Mr. Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yeah, that was good too. And then you know what else? Like Beetlejuice, right? Like Beetlejuice was also really good. You know when they kind of rip their faces off in that one scene? I always remember being terrified of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Oh my God, that was creepy.
What was her name? Large Marge.
Large Marge?
Is that the name of the driver?
I think so.
Yeah, and she had a scary face too. But now I'm just thinking of all this stuff. I'm gonna have to go home and watch these.
I think a Total Recall gave me nightmares. You know the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just like those practical effects.
Yeah.
That cab driver like gives me the goosebumps. Creeps me out. And like today, I still can't watch it. It just gives me the creeps.
That's hilarious.
It just makes me uncomfortable.
I cannot watch the movie Insidious. Out of all the horror movies I've ever seen and the books and stuff and everything, I cannot watch Insidious. I don't know. It just freaks me right out. Just the idea of sleeping and like ghosties taking over your body.
Wasn't that like rated number 3 scariest movie? I think it was.
I don't know, but it freaks me out so much. I gotta say, so are you the student?
You know what really freaked me out was the kid from Pet Sematary.
Gage?
Yeah, like I want to play with mommy. It's like, oh God, this is just creepy. He was like,
Yeah. Yeah, Pet Sematary was good. I just watched that one not too long ago either. I love Amazon Prime because all this stuff is on there now, right? And they have like a channel just dedicated to Halloween movies. And I love the older Halloween movies, like the black and white ones. I love like the first Dracula movie. What was it? Nosferatu. That's like one of my favorite movies. It's just like so cool, like a silent film. It's amazing. And that's amazing to see how
I only have Netflix.
Netflix has
I'm
good
sorry.
stuff.
Yeah, I have Netflix and Disney Plus. I really like that one movie, 1922. That one was pretty cool.
Oh, that's a Stephen King one, right?
You know? I believe so. I'm not too sure. I didn't really read it, and I haven't read that book, and I haven't read the description on it.
Yeah.
But that guy, yeah, it was really interesting. I liked it. The kids got mad at me though for having it on because they could hear it when they were trying to sleep.
It's the one with all the rats, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It is a Stephen King one.
Sometimes the music would get really, really loud. My daughter's running around with the Sithel thing, the Grim Reapers thing. She's just running back and forth. Or walking.
I actually find that in movies is kids in movies, right? Like when they're bad, like you said, Brian, like Gage in Pet Sematary, right? Like something about children in horror movies that's like absolutely terrifying. And I can remember like a couple times I would wake up and like my my daughter would be standing beside the bed just looking at me because she wanted like that was awful. It was totally awful. I mean, she just wanted a drink of water, but I was so scared. Kids are terrifying.
Yeah.
I think Dakota Fanning was my favorite child actor. I could see her in like a lot of different movies, just standing there looking just creepy with her like great big eyes and her like blonde hair, looking so innocent but scary.
Yeah.
Crickets again.
I was gonna say, would you think that would The Sixth Sense be a Halloween movie with Bruce Willis?
Sure.
I'd watch it at Halloween. It's pretty like it was pretty scary. There's some scary.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and that was a
That's when I
total
would notice
plot
it.
twist too. Like that movie at the end, I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't even see that coming. Like,
Yeah.
it was,
Spoiler alert in case anybody hasn't watched.
Oh, yeah.
it.
I didn't really give it away. But yeah, it was very good. I liked that. I actually like that director, M. Night Shyamalan. I love his movies. I enjoy watching his stuff.
I like a couple. I think there's one of the TV shows he did. Was it him? No, I'm thinking of somebody else. I always get names of actors and directors and stuff. Like, I don't know why. It's just like irrelevant information. I'm just like, what? Who? I think what I like doing a lot is watching The Simpsons Halloween specials.
Oh,
So
yeah.
like I've gone through every one of them on Disney Plus and just going right to the Halloween specials on each season.
Those are good. I like those.
What was your favorite Simpsons Halloween special?
Mr. Burns coming out of the bush just all green and happy.
Oh my god, that's mine
That was
too.
my favorite.
Like Mulder and
Really?
Scully are in that one. Yeah, because he's doing like treatment and everyone thinks he's an alien.
Yeah, and he gets all weird and
Yeah,
happy
and
and
Scully and
loving.
Mulder falls around that. That's my favorite one too. Yeah.
I always like the aliens that come during the Halloween special. They're always
Yeah,
fun.
those weird octopus ones.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder what their names are.
Yeah, I don't even remember. God, that's gonna bug me now. I'm gonna have to go look at them.
Yeah, those are good ones too.
I definitely watch like 4 or 5 Treehouse of Horror episodes on the weekend, like back to back. Like, again, shout out to Disney Plus and your awesomeness for
Right.
having our childhood in one spot.
I love Disney Plus. I love your little I seen your thing. I don't know if you had it up at the office or what, but you had Baby Yoda as your profile character. I have the Mandalorian as mine.
Yeah, I think that I've got Baby Yoda as my team's thing, and then I've got a small Baby Yoda who sits in my car and he rides up beside my
There was a picture of that, yeah.
dash. Side note: Mandalorian's coming out tomorrow.
Saturday. Tomorrow, the 30th.
That's
oh my god.
my Halloween plan.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Watching
That's my
Mandalorian.
Halloween plan. The Mandalorian. I was rewatching a lot of the episodes last night. Just catching up and remembering refreshing everything. Oh, I love that show. I don't know why. I became obsessed with the Mandalorians themselves.
Skylar, I know you're new to us, but like me and Dan would legit watch that. I mean, no, we'd have a meeting with somebody that we'd have to go meet.
Yeah.
And we'd go book a room in the college and just go sit with a couple people we knew at the college and go watch Mandalorians on Friday afternoon.
Like a Friday afternoon meeting.
Yeah. Come in.
Meeting.
Gosh.
Natalie, you've come to meetings before.
Yeah, 1 or 2 meetings.
Isn't this a meeting?
This is a good meeting now. Normally we would have food too, so we're kind of missing out here, Brian. We could have made this a total Halloween meeting.
Yeah.
Well, if we wait till Monday, we can get all the candy on cheap, and then we can still have a meeting.
Let's do that.
Let's have a post-Halloween recap of bags of candy we get for free.
That sounds awesome. See who can get the best deal on candy on Monday. I love that idea. There's our meeting for Monday.
I love Walmart for that. Going in right in the morning and it's already on sale. After every
And then
holiday. I hate
Tuesday we'll all call in sick because we ate too much candy.
Yeah, it's too much chocolate.
I'm looking forward to it. I hate doing holidays right on the holiday. I love it after the fact because there's always sales, and then getting like decorations for the following year, they're always cheaper after. I'm like, why does everybody have to do it right on the same day? That's just so ridiculous. Like, oh my god, it's like Christmas, like December 25th, such a big deal. Like, it's just a day. You can do Christmas any other day of the week, and then you get sales after Boxing Day as well. So it's like, come on, like, think a bit. I don't know. Maybe I'm just sorry.
No, it's very
Crickets.
economical.
Halloween's on a Saturday. It's we fall back because of the time change. Like, you'd have an extra hour of Halloween.
Wow.
Yeah,
Also, public
sure.
service announcement, make sure you all set back your clocks an hour on Saturday night.
Thank you. I did not know it was that time already.
No, me neither. That's really fast. I gotta switch my snow tires. That's what I'm doing this weekend. That's my Halloween plans are to change my regular all seasons to my winters. A lot of fun.
We are a
Really
fun
scary
bunch of
too. I
people.
always get scared the car's gonna fall on me. What? Pardon?
So we are a fun bunch of people. Really.
Oh yeah.
We know how to party, man. That's what we got real wild.
My
This
headband broke.
your tires.
Oh. I keep looking at Skylar's screen, like waiting for something to walk up behind him and be like, Skylar, you gotta turn around. There's like
I love those.
Like Slender Man.
Yeah.
Yes. My
Yeah.
daughter was Slenderman last year for Halloween.
That's a cool costume too.
Oh, I have a picture on Facebook actually. We were at the mall and she thought that she didn't think that, but she was like, that guy in the window had a suit on with white face and she thought he was Slenderman. My other daughter was just terrified. She's like, can we get the heck out of here? We spent a day at the rec room one day. I was in Masonville somewhere.
Cool.
But I really love dead trees. Honestly, like my house is like all the pictures of my house. There's like two of flowers but they're all black and like, as you can tell, black and white and gray and all that really colorful life here. But street, and there's these beautiful, like just in fall time around Halloween, just at night when it's kind of like a little bit misty, a little bit. Thank you.
Mhm.
And the trees are kind of like that all the way down the row of the graveyard. It's beautiful. I love dead trees. Well, they're not dead, but you know what I mean. Ranting, crickets, getting anxious.
Let's all just be quiet for a second and see how long Jamie can live with quiet and silence.
Please don't do that. Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna start texting. I'm just kidding. You guys are great.
There's something actually kind of scary about quiet people too, right? Like,
Yeah, honestly.
yeah.
I'm really quiet. Like usually when I'm not like comfortable with people or I'm in a group of people that I don't fully I can't be myself with, I'm really quiet and it's strange to hear me talk. I wonder if there's anybody that knew me from before, just quiet in my program to like sitting here on the chat with you guys. I'm actually inputting, topics. Strange. Trippy.
Natalie, last week you and I were talking about the most scariest thing is actually whispering. I think we were talking about Taken by Liam Neeson, like the whispering, like, I will find you.
Yes. Yes.
That's more creepy than just yelling at people.
I will find. Yeah, it's scary to have someone like just whisper something rather than yell it, right? And just say like Liam Neeson and Taken, I will find you, and it's actually terrifying.
Yes.
You think,
Threatening.
yeah, and he is gonna find you because he did find you, like, right?
He whispered it.
Yeah. So that's, and then Brian was standing at my office door saying that, and I was actually scared. I'm like, you can go, Brian, leave, please.
See this? It just broke. I paid $7 for it. I'm very disappointed.
That's scary too.
That is so disappointing. This is really cool. It would have looked nice if I put my hair up in a bun, and it would have like sat with the bun because it's actually kind of small. It didn't fit my head too well. Aw.
You probably got some surgical tape. Maybe you can fix it.
Now I'm gonna have to get maybe some glue. Maybe that'll fix it.
Well,
I was
Mr.
really scared
Mott,
today. Oh, are we done?
I'm thinking I need to go buy some Halloween candy.
Fair enough. I think I need to go find some as well.
Yeah. If not for the little kids, for me.
Totally.
Your own box.
Yeah.
Al, you should buy some office candy. If nobody comes in, well, then that's just up for games.
Yeah, I will totally go buy some office candy.
Last year was great. You had that great big, I think it was a purple bowl, and there was like all kinds of different individual wrapped chocolates in there. Oh, I loved it. I was so happy for days.
Yeah.
It was great. I'm really gonna miss trick-or-treating this year though. The kids always loved it. We always had so much fun just wandering around. There's always this one house just down the street. Well, by the other school. They always have a garage. It's like a haunted garage. Like, so you walk through and there's like, they have different props every year. It's amazing. I'm really gonna miss that this year. Yeah, that sucks. Hopefully next year they'll have like a really, really good one set up.
Yeah, I guess this is us in a COVID world right now, and I mean, I think we're doing the best that we can and making the best of it, right? Because it's kind of the reality right now. So we'll get through it, and then when this is done, we're gonna throw the biggest Halloween party at Brian's house.
At Brian's house.
Doesn't
Dan has to bring his full-size chocolate bars too.
Your chips.
Yeah.
And chips, yes.
Gift full-size chocolate bars. This sounds like a good party. Like
Yeah.
I'll bring a case of pop.
They're pop. We're all set. I'll bring the apples.
Bring some crafted.
Yeah. Off the hook party. I can't wait. Post-COVID Halloween party.
doesn't matter if it's July. We're still gonna whenever we're
We're
allowed
just
to
gonna
do it.
Yeah. Exactly. We'll live stream that too.
I still can't believe this is live. If it wasn't live, we could have edited out all the cricket scenes, by the way. No.
So the cricket scenes added atmosphere, like quiet silence.
Awkward atmosphere.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen? Where's the
conversation? Sorry. Oh God, they're all coming.
It sounds terrifying.
It's great.
Let's make a great way to horror movie. Like, my God, they're coming.
I mean, I think that's the perfect way to end this, don't you?
Oh no. Yeah. I got to get cooking dinner soon too. I don't know what to make.
Dinner.
Oh yeah. And I probably got to go fix some stuff too. I wonder if that thing's got. They probably didn't pick up that. I forget what they're. I don't even know what they're called. Those pull-up things. I don't know what it's called.
Well, I had a great time talking Halloween, everyone.
Yes,
This is
that's
fun.
great.
Yeah, we need more meetings like this.
More meetings.
Well, everybody have a happy Halloween. If I don't see you before that.
Happy Halloween, everyone.
Yeah.
Happy Halloween. Bye.